Well, for some reason, this particular sunflower is getting attacked a lot. There's not a leaf on here hardly that hasn't been attacked. I have a theory. Maybe other gardeners have figured it out too. But I have a theory that when your plant gets attacked a lot by bugs, it's because it's sick, or there's something wrong with it. I'm not saying that healthy plants don't get attacked. I'm saying that it seems like if a plant has a bad start, it should be able to overcome the damage from the worms if it's not, totally out of control. But here's what I'm coming to see. These things look prehistoric. These are going to be massive. As you can see, they're already taller than my fence, and we have it's over a 6-foot fence, like 6.5 feet, maybe. Let's see. I'm 6 foot, so yeah, it's 6.5, 7 feet tall. So these things are massive. Here's my hand. I have a small hand but still, this is just have a regular average size hand, I guess. But these leaves are massive. And this stalk, let's see if I can get to it. This is the top part. But, I mean, holy smokes. Like I said, the flower that's going to show up on this thing is going to be insane. But it's going to be massive. The flower on this thing is probably going to be the size of, I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it to. A throw blanket. But anyway, too bad I don't. If I had an assistant, I'd have him hold up my little pup next to this thing. Anyway, so there's my thoughts for today on these sunflowers. Oh, I guess I'll show these too. These are grown in buckets. Same exact variety is over there, but I don't water them pretty much. I let nature do its thing, and as you can see, nature's cruel. All these are planted at the same exact time, same exact stuff, except these are both in little pots that I shoved in the ground to keep other weeds from getting to them. I have a massive battle with sedge here, so let's go look. This is a compost area, kind of a staging area for dirt, but see that? This is sedge, and it's near impossible to kill, and this is why. See this? It's a tuber. Look at that. Look, if it has even one little piece of this root in the ground, it comes back just as angry as it went. And you can't just kill it with normal stuff. These things, I've seen them live in, hey, well, let's look over here. There's nothing but rocks in this bucket. It's just some old Dutch buckets I used to use, and there's sedge in there. I have this other weed, and I don't really care about it. It's not a big deal. I don't even know what kind of weed this is, but you can't get rid of this stuff either. And they grow on nothing. And since I'm here, I know this was supposed to be about sunflowers. Like a sunflower update is what I'm going to call it. There's that Malabar spinach. I trail it all the way along here, and then this is a homemade structure. You can see he's already going way up there. He's reaching for more. And given some time, it's not going to look, you're not even going to see this dead grass. This is from last year. It is going to be completely covered in this Malabar spinach. And I got to do something about this Malabar spinach. It's going to strangle this sunflower. Malabar, it's beautiful. It's got this purple, this purpley color. Look, some of the flowers are already coming in. You can see the pinky looking pink and purple flowers, but it attacks everything. It swarms it, and it's hard as hell to kill. Okay, look, if you can see that weed, that purple weed there, I laid that there 2 weeks ago to dry out, and it's still got color. You can't kill this stuff, I swear. So anyway, it's going to fill up this entire area, and it's going to trail all along. And I'll show you if I remember, or if I'm still streaming. Streaming is not nearly as easy as people make it look, because really nobody gives a crap unless you're doing something really crazy. Since I'm going ahead and talking about plants, I'm going to show you this willow. It's a baby willow that I pulled out of the ground. I rescued it, and I'm nursing it to health, and I'm going to plant it somewhere. It's going to be a tree, and it grows pretty fast, so I'm really thrilled about that. It's because I'm too old to wait for trees to grow. And moringa. The moringa's coming up pretty good. It grows pretty fast too. And of course, this is that plant. You can just eat it directly from the plant. But you know, I mean, it's got dust, fallout, and stuff on it. You want to rinse it, most likely. Maybe your neighbors spread pesticides. Maybe the refineries. I live in a refinery town. And maybe the refineries put some stuff out in the air, which we know they do. Oh, there's a bell pepper in a pot. It's doing really well. And look what we have here. A pup out on the pup farm. Imagine that. Hello, pup on pup farm. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, kiddo? What are you doing, baby? What are you doing? You're the only one who wants to talk to me today. You're the only one interested in me. Where is everybody? Oh, Lily's walking the fence line. It's already getting hot. But really, this was supposed to just be about sunflowers, so that's going to be the main focus. My bell peppers are nice and thick. Look at this one. This one is really thick. It's really solid, and I already think it's trying to make some bell peppers. This one's pretty sad. We already had that discussion, and I gotta do something about thinning these guys out, and it's kind of too late. If you know the parable of the wheat and the tares, yeah, some of my gardening tips I get from the Bible. So the wheat and the tares. Here's some berry pepper. I call it birdberry, but it's pepper vine. And this is super. I'm going to show y'all one day how to get this and control it, because you can make a really nice vine with it. It has nice pretty berries, and it's really attractive and thick. And honestly, if you live in a refinery area, you want as much green as you can around you. I mean, and everybody lives close to a road now, so you want that too. You want lots of green to suck up the carbon monoxide, And I don't mean dioxide, I mean monoxide and all the other things that plants take in that they probably don't want to, and they'll store them. But they're kind of like air filters. And so the more green, the better. I don't know why I'm hovering on this plant. But I wanted to tell you the parable. Most of you probably know it if you've ever read the Bible. But so let's go over to the ones that are crowded. So the wheat and the tares. The wheat represents the good, the people that are going to be collected and go to heaven. And the tares are the wicked people that are not. And the angel's like, hey, all this is paraphrased, of course. Hey, you want me to go pull all those tares out of the field? You want me to get rid of them? And God's like, nope. Nope, leave them there, because if you pull them up, you're going to tear up the wheat. So what we'll do is we'll let it all grow. Now this I don't understand, because I've never grown wheat or even seen a tare. But the point of this is, these are all, I let these grow too long, and now their roots are all intertwined. I guess I could have just said that. And so if I start yanking things out, even the weeds I've pulled out of here probably damage the root structure of these bell peppers. So I may just see if I can fertilize them enough that I don't have to worry about the crowd. I mean, technically speaking, crowding isn't a problem as long as everybody's getting what they need. So yes, I'm going to use some Miracle Grow. I typically like to try to let the earth grow them, otherwise it's not cost effective. I'm not doing this for county fair or some kind of thing like that. I'm doing it for fun, and if it's not natural, then that means I'm working too hard. But I will give them some Miracle Grow, and it makes a huge difference in their overall health. Sometimes it's the soil. This is the one you can see the most, that the soil it's completely different soil, and it's doing terrible. All of them get the same injection of Miracle Grow every once in a while, and they all get water, and there's compost in all of these. But this one's pathetic because it can't breathe. Remember, I don't know if you saw my last video, you know that you need oxygen to the roots. They don't tell you that in school, but a plant needs oxygen, not just carbon dioxide and sunshine. And see, this is right next to the plant. So the reason I was saying that earlier, I was thinking, I wonder how badly I damage or stunt the growth by pulling weeds next to the plant. But I don't want to cut them, I want to pull them. So there. I don't know why this box has so much grass seed in it. I know what I could do to fix it, but I don't want to do it. This is a ramble now, but since we're talking about it, what could I do to fix this dirt in this box? Well, you can go the expensive route, buy a bunch of fresh dirt, supposedly virgin dirt, and hopefully it doesn't have, they have seeds in them too. They usually grow something. I saw, I don't know if you saw it too, but in Hawaii they had all this potting soil apparently had all these grubs in it, these coconut grubs. They were completely destructive to the area, and they've been fighting them, but instead these people were getting bags of soil that had 50 or 60 grub worms. And these grub worms, when I say grub, they're like that, the size of my fist. They're massive. They're all curled up. And of course we all know that grubs, they grub along the ground, underneath the ground, eating all the roots and killing everything. That's why you get some brown patches in areas. Out here we have June bug grubs. Anyway, so what do? Well, if you get soil, and you can bake it, you can heat it, and you can kill everything in it. But that includes the positive, good microbes. But I used to think that microbes mattered. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it helps the plant. But since I've grown hydroponically before, which is using no soil at all, and it was just as good, I'm not sure that the whole theory about microbes in the dirt being healthy for you really matters. Who knows? No one's going to get an autopsy done on them. Let's go see what the pups are looking at. Hey girls, what's going on over here? Ooh, there's fighting. My guess is it's going to be a lizard. Well, it could be a snake. Let's see. What are we fighting over? Cassie's the killer in the family. Believe it or not, she's the cutest, sweetest dog. Everyone loves her, but she's the only one that will do the deed. If you've stayed with us this long, you deserve to hear this story. We have an enclosure because the bugs are so bad here, and of course we have a pool in the center of it. Every once in a while, though, unfortunately, a bird got inside this enclosure, and I don't know, it was bigger than my fist, but it looked kind of like a sparrow. I think it was a robin. Anyway, and so I'm chasing it around with a net, trying to catch it so I can release it. And I'm doing my best, but I can't catch this bird. He would fly low enough, I'd swing it with my net, and then he would go up in the rafters. Anyway, after 20 minutes of trying to catch this bird, Cassie was with me. The bird swooped past us. She jumped, believe it or not, because she looks like she's a chunky monkey. That's what we call her around here. She doesn't look like she could do it, but she jumped 2 to 3 feet in the air, snatched the bird out of the sky, and then ate it whole. Feet, beak, and all. Just boom. Just all you could hear was crunching like in a second. It all happened too fast. Anyway, but she's the one who takes care of varmints around here. If I have a mouse, what the hell? I could keep on sharing a couple more stories. The only person who's going to look at this are family anyway. I'm not some kind of YouTube streamer that has a following. I think I got like 27 subscribers. Anyway, so some of them know that story already. We told that because it was so amazing to watch. My wife and I were both standing there in just totally shocked that a dog jumped up in the air, snatched a bird out of the sky, and then had it eaten all within a few seconds. It all happened so fast. Oh, mice. So if you have cats, you're going to have mice. People say, well, wait a second. Don't cats eat and attack mice? Yeah, they do. And they like them so much, they bring them in your house to play with them for later. In fact, almost all the varmints in my lifetime that I've ever found, bullfrogs, snakes, mice, all brought into the house by, guess what? A cat. We had a cat who would bring in bullfrogs that were the size of a frying pan. I mean, huge. But she broke their back legs. And they would just be alive. And they would be sitting in a corner somewhere waiting for me to rescue them. I take lizards and everything and catch them and put them back outside. But you know that the frog didn't last. I mean, they broke their back legs. Cats are actually pretty cruel. They hobble them, and then they get bored and they walk off and they leave it here in the house. And so anyway, so I don't like touching rats and mice, and sometimes they're too fast. They're not hobbled enough, and I still can't catch them. My wife certainly isn't going to get near it. But Cassie, thank God for Cassie, she doesn't eat them, but she will take care of them. Let's just put it that way. Let's come to the star of the show. Look at you, Cassie. This was supposed to be about sunflowers, and now it's about what a wonderful hunter you are. You're the only one in this house who actually has the killer instinct. All the rest of these guys, they actually get scared. Like, they'll follow and bark and run around in circles and carry on, but she means business. She's the sweetest dog in the whole house. But if we want something, as they put it on the internet now, unalived, that we can't control, she goes at it. And so that's our go-to dog. See this one? This is the bully. She's the toughest, meanest dog in the house. Lily, the dog of adventure. But she's a chicken. I don't think I've ever seen her kill anything. Now, she'll fight Cassie and act like that's mine, but she won't, like, do what needs to be done. And then it ends up running off. She's not protecting it. She just doesn't want the other girls to get it. But none of these, and this is a sweetie. This is the mama dog. Everyone loves Trixie. She's the mama dog. Being talkie toaster today. All right, I'm going to end it here. What a great way to end it on the faces of sweet pups. Mama, we know you're going to be watching this, so here's your chance to see what happens when you're at work. And that's all, folks. We're going to see if we can catch a snake. And we're going to do a sunflower update. When I come out here, a lot of times there's a snake sunning himself in these rocks. And I've never been able to video him. Anyway, here's the sunflower. Same variety of the ones I planted out for, and I said that was the end of the video, but I lied. Because I forgot about these. Yeah, I don't see him. He's huge, and I think it's a kind of a rat snake. Which makes sense because we have a lot of mice out here, live out in the fields. But anyway, it's going to be pretty nice. This is that same prehistoric giant one, but obviously it's not as happy. It's still pretty thick though. Here's my hand on the leaf. It's about half the size, maybe even a third of those big ones. And of course, I've already showed you these in the beginning of the video. And those came from bird seed. Oh, there's one over here. See how that's doing. Same variety, the giant. It's finally got established. It's going to look nice. The wind's probably going to beat it to death though. And here's another one. It's not doing too well. Say, hey, how do you know they're not doing well? Because they look healthy enough. Well, because they were all planted at the same time. And our other sunflower died. The one down there, it's no longer a pretty flower. Nope, it's making seed now, which is fine.